You felt so strongly about this that you formed a task force of some very distinguished folks, and you had some meetings, and you came up with your own, the task force came up with some recommendations. At the same time all that was happening, Governor Scott formed a task force headed by then Lieutenant Governor Jennifer Carroll, and they came out with some recommendations. I'm hearing, when I talk to people over in the legislature, that not much is going to happen legislatively this year. Is that your reading? And if that's so, why?
Well, first, the task force were formed at different times. When the incident first happened, my constituents and many Floridians had a lot of questions about this stand your ground. And there were a lot of questions. And so I asked Governor Scott to start a task force and let's look at this law. And he said, well, I'll wait till the end of the court case. Well, as you know, cases can drag on for years. And so instead of waiting on him, I convened a task force in South Florida with people from every side, Republicans, Democrats, state attorneys, public defenders, judges, people for and against it. And we met and came up with recommendations, and the three that I spoke about before are the three that we all pretty much agreed on. Now, there were some that wanted outright get rid of stand your ground. There were some that wanted to keep it. So those three were the ones that were, got the most attention. Everyone could pretty much coalesce on. After my task force, we came out with recommendations. Then the governor finally convened his task force, and not much recommendations came from it, because right now in the state of Florida, a lot of people are they just feel that the law is needed. People are fed up with being scared. A lot of people feel that, hey, if I'm tired of being scared. If someone comes to me, I should be able to stand my ground. And because of that, legislators are reluctant to even tackle the issue because they don't want to be misinterpreted. They don't want a constituent saying, oh, you voted against stand your ground or something. So there's sad to say, there's a reluctance to even discuss it because they don't want their actions misinterpreted by their constituents. I understand their fear, but I'm pushing for us to do something because it's the right thing to do.